Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about specialty retailers. So if you have a great consumer product that you think should be on the shelves of specialty retailers, this little training will give you some tips and tricks and things to think about when selling to them. With that said, let's get started on today's training. So let's talk about selling to specialty retailers. Generally, when we create these video trainings, we talk about individual specialty retailers because each one is unique and different. So I really just wanted to create one of the general dealings with specialty retailers, the uniqueness of them and what you need to think about in regards to selling to them in this short video training. So specialty retailers are retailers that generally have a small to mid-size store format, meaning they don't have huge store spaces, a lot of them. They are very selective in their products, meaning that they're usually niche out. Specialty retailers consist of maybe a clothing store that's hyper-focused on that particular product, or say a consumer electronics store that's specialty, or a home goods store that's hyper-focused that is for special products, we'll say. Ultimately, it just means a retailer is focused on a particular category and they do it well. So what do you do when you're dealing with specialty retailers? You remember that a lot of your competitors really want to sell to them too if they are actually specifically a specialty retailer. The reason I say that is because when they're hyper-focused on a particular category, everyone seems to want to focus on them if they are related to that category. For instance, Best Buy is a specialty retailer who focuses on consumer electronics. Everybody with the consumer electronics product really wants to work with them because of the fact that they're so specialized. And it makes sense, right? They are really interested in one category. It's very exciting for vendors and so forth. The problem with that is all your competitors are going to these specialty retailers to try to sell them, and it makes it difficult for the buyer to say yes to you because they've seen everything across the board. Same thing for like a clothing brand. They are hyper focused on this particular category. You really have to remember that all your competitors are contacting them. With that said, they reject you more with specialty retailers, whereas department stores and other ones I've seen over the years have been a little bit more lenient because they have so many different types of products. Yes, they have less of a section of the store for your particular category, but they're more varietal and all of your competitors are not going after them and trying to close deals with them. With that said, it doesn't mean you shouldn't focus on specialty retailers. Just don't take it personally. So what a specialty retailer really loves is when you have proven sales and or something super interesting and innovative. So maybe you have a brand new product, but it's really interesting. A lot of people haven't seen this product. They would love that. They're all about specialty, creativity, interesting. Or they're looking for somebody who maybe has been selling to other stores and it's doing pretty well. They love that too. Doesn't mean you can't get into stores that are specialized without these things, but those are two things that they really want. The other thing with specialty retailers is they love diversification because usually they're diversifying themselves. So if they're a women focused, then they would love for you to be a women-owned business with a certification. If they are focused on minorities, they would love for you to have a minority-owned certification. And there's organizations that you can spend a few dollars on to get certified. If you are 51% owned by a woman, right, you can get a woman-owned business certification. Same thing for minority-owned companies and so forth. Really what it comes down to, anything you can do to get in would include being aligned with their audience, showing certifications, or just being aware that if they're rejecting you, they would love for you to show proof because they've seen every product imaginable for their particular category. Anyways, there's so much more to say. If you want to learn about individual specialty retailers, we've probably created a video on it. You can go to our YouTube channel or go to our blog at retailmba.com. We are a retail consultancy that helps people get into specialty retailers, online retailers, catalogs, all the different things. You can take a look at what we're up to at retailmba.com. This is Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. Hope this helped.